Great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6, Billy Hamilton.
And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Scherzer looks in. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Boy, what a dream start to the ball game. You make that starter out there throw a ton of pitches, and then you still wind up working out the walk.
Zach Cozart gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
No one out with a runner at second. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now after the stolen base, any thought of a bunt here to get him to third?
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with EK. Just let him hack.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Votto, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Two and one.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. Two guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Slapped hard the opposite way. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit. In with it here is Worth, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
Boy, you talk about getting yourself into some early hot water. 3 batters into the ball game, he's already staring at a bases-loaded situation. And you have to imagine this cleanup guy's licking his chops right now. And who would have guessed that he'd have this kind of opportunity this early in the game?
Adam Duvall has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And, Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here. It doesn't matter when you score your runs, just that you score more in the end.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. Hamilton scores. Cozart scores.
Boy, and the troubles are continuing to mount here in the first inning. It's been a disaster any way you look at it. 2-0 lead, maybe you can survive that. But with 2 more runners in scoring position again, this has a very real chance of getting ugly really quick.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
The 1-0 delivery. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. You can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Espinosa down on the ground. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, made it look easy. Well, by rights, this should have been an RBI single. But that's one heck of a play out there on defense. The run's still going to score, but what an exceptional defensive effort out there to at least get an out on the play.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
3 runs already home here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, you've always got to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Scott Schebler gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Already, things are not really going to form here in this first inning. Where is this pitch? It's nowhere close. You don't want to spot your opponents too many easy runs, especially early in the ballgame.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they score 4 times on just 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Reds are on top, 4-0. Homer Bailey is on the mound for the Reds in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, what makes him difficult, the fact that he throws 2 different types of fastballs. He's got that 4-seamer, and then he's got that 2-seamer that runs in on the hitter sometimes. Very difficult to attack both.
Trey Turner comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Trey Turner.
Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball one. Up around the letters with that one for ball two. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Not the start he was looking for here in the home first.
Yeah, and he even had himself a lead before he even threw a pitch out there. You think that alone would make you a little more relaxed and comfortable, but he looks a little tight to me.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And that misses ball four. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
At the plate, Jason Worth, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Striding into the box, Daniel Murphy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
First and second here with nobody out. Chopped weakly to the left. Phillips for one. On to first, a double play. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve?
Well, it certainly wasn't a good start. You're down by a ton after the first. So stay patient, chip away. You've got 9 innings to go.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. That misses, 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
One and two, here it comes. Lays off, 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Full count now. 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He lays off, and that's outside. Ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Anthony Rendon stands in trying to cash in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away.
Yeah, and if nothing else, they've at least done a pretty good job of making this starter work right here in the first inning.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
You need to be awfully careful here. The runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
This is skied out toward right. Duvall moves over, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Toronto after this. Homer Bailey makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Scherzer gets the sign. Here's the 0-1.
Nope,
Ball 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Here we go again. He's fallen behind already here to start the second. I guess he didn't learn his lesson.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And a rather easy first out. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Eugenio Suarez digs in here for his first appearance. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Wilson Ramos will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
In there, strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Yeah, a good effort over there at first. This would have been one heck of a stop if you could have gotten a glove on it, but in the end, it gets by him into right for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Danny Espinosa, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. None out, runners at first and second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with that, we'll give you a look at how the Reds align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
The pitcher, Max Scherzer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Trey Turner will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Duvall is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nats leave a pair. They're down 4-0. A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the 3rd inning of this one. Zach Cozart is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Zach Cozart.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit now as that's how the 3rd inning gets underway.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Joey Votto strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Scherzer comes set. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
One-0 count. Here it is. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
A runner at first with no outs here. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Stepping in, Adam Duvall, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff.
1-0 pitch on the way. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And you can't really say he's been dominant on the mound. But when he moves his pitches around, that's what makes him so effective. And this at-bat right here, it's a great example of what I'm talking about.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Here's Brandon Phillips as he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper on the run. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Devin Mesoraco stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Still 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Jason Worth digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Leading up for the Nationals, left fielder, Jason Worth.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And that's the right spot to be against a lineup like this. You keep that fastball out of the middle of the zone, you'll be all right.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air to right. Duvall has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman,
Daniel Murphy will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Wow. Consider yourself fortunate that ball's not in orbit right now.
The 2-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Oh, that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that two-seam fastball.
2 out with the man at first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Wilson Ramos would be next. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Wilson Ramos will dig in. He singled his first time around. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. A strike, and it's 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking one pitch, one spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The tag from Mesoraco, and they got him at the plate. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back to Rogers Center following this break. Scott Schebler is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Left fielder, Scott Schebler.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
In there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Scherzer's ready. Here he comes on 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much, much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Into the box, Homer Bailey. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. But why not?
Too high. 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And this is a little more of what you'd expect. Maybe the back-to-back strikeouts can get him back in rhythm here.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from Toronto in just a moment. Ryan Zimmerman is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
In the air now, out to right field. Duvall is there. 1 down. In now, Danny Espinosa, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is camped under this one. And that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Max Scherzer. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
Taking all the way that time, it's 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. His guys are up 4-0. Billy Hamilton will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the fifth. That has to be a concern.
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Zach Cozart digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Hit hard on the ground to third. Rendon is there to second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
I think a little unlucky there, maybe even more than a little unlucky. This ball's just absolutely scalded, but right at the third baseman on one hop, so he can autograph the ball before getting that double play started, and he'll roll it up easy. 5-4-3.
Joey Votto will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Scherzer into the windup. First pitch on the way. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. To short, hit hard. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. None left for Cincinnati, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Trey Turner comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Duvall has it in his tracks, one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. First offering on its way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. On his way to pitch number 75. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. High pop up. Votto is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman,
Daniel Murphy steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. The pitch. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot there for Daniel Murphy. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
34.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. One and one, here it comes. Hit in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. And that retires the side. Nats draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 4 and the Nats 1.
Your attention, please. Now
new pitcher coming on, and it looks to be the right-hander Matt Belisle.
Matt Belisle.
Adam Duvall will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. A quick out, number 1.
The second baseman, number 4.
You see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take any more.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Standing in now, Scott Schebler, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Hit down the third base line. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds leave one, but they lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And now our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Bailey's ready. Here's the 1-2. Here's a blooper out toward left center. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
Wilson Ramos will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hamilton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And, you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Runners on first with 1 down. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schebler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Danny Espinoza will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
1-2.
Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is up with it. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 4 and the Nats 1. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Homer Bailey will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Next for Cincinnati, third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Suarez is retired, 2 down now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Good curveball. Strike two. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Ready on 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Worth on the move. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
the batter, number 2, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Zach Cozart comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, 2 outs here, so not going to happen again at least.
From the stretch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely.
Simple throw over there.
2 out with the man at first. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Joey Votto stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Scorched to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. Onworth puts it right on the dime. He's out at home plate. Reds strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Clint Robinson is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Clint Robinson.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Sent on the ground out to second. Phillips is there, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Trey Turner.
Stepping up to the plate, Trey Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Drilled to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Here's Jason Worth. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
One out and a runner on second base. Two and 0, and through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Onworth among the best in baseball a couple of years ago working the count. He's got it to 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Runner at second here with one man out. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hamilton is after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Daniel Murphy will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Low for ball 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Duvall waits on it, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. They trail it 4-1. Oliver Perez will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Oliver Perez.
Leading off the inning, Adam Duvall, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Duvall.
And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. Now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Worth going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run for Brandon Phillips as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here in the 8th, because that moves the lead to 4 runs now. Of course, a lot can happen between now and the bottom of the 9th, but for the time being, you wonder if they even need to turn to their closer in what would be a non-save situation.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Line drive to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit.
Well, he absolutely needed that one. I mean, he's staring the old sombrero right in the face, but he puts a good swing on the ball there and gets himself a base hit.
Scott Schebler steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And that's taken for strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting.
How about
Pitcher.
that sequence
Homer
right there?
Bailey.
Fastball, fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
Number 51 will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And there's the old slider from Perez. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Yeah. 2-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Reds pick up a run on this home run by Brandon Phillips. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Reds 5 and the Nats 1. Caleb Cotham is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Caleb Cotham.
Bryce Harper will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
Right.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
On the ground near home, but that one rolls foul. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Hit hard toward the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman.
The catcher, number 40,
Wilson Ramos ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit in the air to right field. Duvall giving chase. Uh-oh, he whips on it.
Yeah, a little surprising here. That was not an easy chance moving toward the line, but it shouldn't have been anything that he can't handle. He just lets the ball go right past him.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Comes set and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Up high, 2-1 now. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, not totally sure if that was their intention, but hey, it's not the end of the world because now you give yourself some options all around the diamond.
Ben Revere will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he is in there.
And with 1 out and the bases loaded, this isn't the worst thing that could happen to you if you're out there on the mound. They do give up 1 run with the sacrifice fly, but with 2 outs now, they're much closer to avoiding what could have been a huge inning.
Jose Lobaton is going to get a chance to swing the bat here, as that's going to be all for Perez in this one.
Jose Lobaton.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We've played 8 full. It's the Reds 5 and the Nationals 2. Sean Kelly will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Kelly.
Stephen Drew is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Eugenio Suarez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's a right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's set, and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Zach Cozart ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. Pitch on the way. In there at the knees, strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Murphy's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and it remains 5-2. Raisel Iglesias is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
26, Raisel Iglesias.
Striding in to start the ninth, Trey Turner, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a round.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. This is line to left. Schebler is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Here's Jason Worth, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. One out, nobody on. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Schebler is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Second baseman
Daniel Murphy makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make him sweat a little.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. It's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And, guys, the Reds' offensive attack this afternoon was led by this man, Brandon Phillips. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.